All right, let's get to some Messi magic. We got Lionel Messi and Inter Miami visiting FC Cincinnati in the U.S. Open Cup semifinal. We got the good stuff here, Randy. We're going to get to the 68th minute. Messi attempting a free kick. Inter Miami down. Look at that pass headed into the goal by Leonardo Campana. Messi's second assist with Inter Miami. They cut the deficit to 1 in the 7th minute of stoppage time. Inter Miami's last chance. Messi fires from downtown to Campana, who heads it into the goal with ease. An unbelievable cross from Messi from far out. They tie it. After both teams, they're going to score. They're going to get into extra time. We're headed into a penalty shootout. Messi attempting the first penalty in a shootout for Inter Miami. Makes it look easy, no doubt about it. The shootout is tied at 1. Shootout still tied at 1 apiece. Nick Haglund is denied. And Messi loves it. Inter Miami is just 1 penalty kick away. Benjamin Kremoski sends it to lower right corner for the goal, and Inter Miami comes back from 2 down, and they advance in a penalty shootout, headed to the finals of the U.S. Open Cup. Now, this is the 3rd time in club history that Inter Miami didn't lose a match after trailing by multiple goals. They remain unbeaten since Messi debuted on July 21st. He scored or assisted on 13 goals this season, tied for the 2nd most on the team. Only Robert Taylor has more, who has played in 23 more games.
You know, we knew it was going to be a difficult challenge, and you know, I thought overall the guys had some good discipline in trying to, you know, limit a very elite player.
Pat, when you spoke to us yesterday, you mentioned the idea that you can play the right way for 89 minutes, and then in one moment, Messi can do something spectacular and beat you. Does it make it a little more, I don't know, bitter or sour, knowing that that's almost the exact way that happened at the end of full time there?
No, I mean, it's just when you concede the second goal, that's tough, because you lose all your steam, and you can see we lost some confidence that cost us in the early stages of extra time. But you know, credit to Campana, who makes good runs and finishes the playoff. So yeah, it's 1 or 2 moments, and that's the difference. So I thought the guys did a lot of good things tonight, and that's why it's tough, because you know, we won't be playing in a final.
Native wins it. What a moment. Inter Miami's 3rd win in penalties since Messi's debut, advancing to the U.S. Open Cup final for FC Cincinnati, their first loss at home this season in any competition. Here's the hero of the match, Kremoski, with Galazzo's own Nico Cantor.
Man, you must be living the dream.
Of course, we're living the dream. You know, I'm enjoying it. I know that when I have to go out there, I have to kill it. But yeah, I'm living a huge dream.
And you're killing it, man. What does Tata Martino tell you to come inside, come into the pitch, and make that immediate impact like you did?
He told me to you know, I'm fresh. I have legs. I can control the ball. I can control the game. He told me to circulate the ball. There's spaces, and that's what I tried to do.
Legitimate question, bro. Are you tired?
Physically or mentally?
Both.
Both.
It's been a long 4 weeks since Messi's arrival, huh?
It's been a long 4 weeks, and it's been a long year for now. It's passed very fast, but it's very physically and mentally demanding.
What did Messi tell you when you hit the game-winning penalty kick?
Nah, he just congratulated me. He's used to winning, so. But I'm enjoying it, obviously.
I bet there's some surreal moments. Sometimes you get used to it, sometimes you don't. Playing with Messi and getting to finals with Messi on your team must be unbelievable.
Yeah, of course. You know, sometimes I sit down and really think about the position that I'm in, and it's incredible. I never believed I was going to be in a spot like I am today, and I just know that I have to keep on working and work for more.
Man, when you take a step back, does he ever tell you a piece of advice that you take with you?
Messi, obviously, yeah, he tries to help us young guys to understand what they need, and obviously we just try to absorb everything that he says, because obviously he's the best player in the world.
All right, man, from one Argentine kid from Miami to another Argentine kid from Miami, congrats, bro, another final.
Great stuff there, and what a moment for the 18-year-old Benjamin Kremoski, getting the chance to play alongside the GOAT, Lionel Messi. as Inter Miami extends its unbeaten streak to 8 since Messi's debut. He has scored or assisted on 13 goals for Inter Miami this season, the second most on the team, trailing Robert Taylor, who has 14. And consider Taylor's played 31 matches compared to 8 from Messi. For more on this match, here are the men who called this game.
Lionel Messi's been wearing the armband throughout the tournament as the captain of Inter Miami since he began as a starter. But what he did before the trophy lift was give his captain's armband to DeAndre Yedlin, who was club captain before Messi's arrival, and then brings him over so that Yedlin can carry the trophy to the rest of the team. Eventually, Messi would join him in lifting the cup. But such a great gesture from a figure the size of Lionel Messi, who could obviously take the armband and has every right to wear it, but respects what came before him with this club and respects his teammates so much.
Yeah, definitely. Incredible gesture. I mean, this just sums him up as a person and why he's, you know, the people's champion. Is a touch of pure class and recognition from him. What a moment for DeAndre, and it's a clear message from Messi to the boys as well that he's a team player, and you know the importance of everyone's role in the team. He's making that clear, and that I love that. That was incredible to see.
No, it's brilliant because obviously he's Lionel Messi. He's bigger than any player, bigger than any team, bigger than any league. He is a huge figure in the history of the game. He's a World Cup champion, is considered by many to be the GOAT, but he's wanted to be a part of this team, and I think that's just sort of the latest sign of it. Inter Miami also playing in the Lamar Hunt US Open Cup and through to the final after beating FC Cincinnati. The Cup magic continues. Inter Miami through to the final. We'll break it down more on next week's show, but let's focus on that return to Major League Soccer this upcoming weekend as Inter Miami take on New York Red Bulls away from home at Red Bull Arena. Already played at DRV PNK Stadium earlier this season. But Kieran, I think the big picture look is you're finally in league play. You played 8 cup matches where you finally get in a league game. You've got 12 games to go, and now the task is try and make the playoffs. You look at the math, it's probably 8 or 9 wins from the last 12 that are required, and it starts in New York this weekend.
Yeah, and I think that the League's Cup actually came at the right time for Miami, you know, as they were transitioning and bringing in lots of new players, and the squad has obviously improved tremendously. So, you know, this will have given them a real chance to get a base of, you know, what the team looks like now going into the last stretch of the season. And, you know, hopefully that they can put a run of form together like they have done in the last month. And if they play anything like they did in that tournament, then, you know, you're going to have to say that they've got a good chance of somehow nicking the playoffs, which would be obviously incredible. So, yeah, really looking forward to the end of the final stretch.
Yeah, and it's really interesting to me, this game in New York. I know we've seen some away games already in Philly and in Dallas and throughout this tournament, obviously national in the final, but this is New York. This is one of the biggest cities in the U.S., one of the biggest cities in the world, and you can only imagine what that scene is going to be like in New York when Inter Miami take on the Red Bulls.